Hey guys, and welcome to the Mysteries of Selindor episode, I'm going to say 46? 45.
Not even
47.
close.
49. We
48.
just talked about this.
49? I was not paying attention. How is it at 49 already? What happened? What did I miss?
48 episodes?
Guess. Anyways, this is I want to say, just to help people who are here for the first time, this is not set in any familiar D&D setting. It's loosely based where they came from on Faerun, but everything else that you see going on here is kind of its own thing. So if you get confused about where they are and why anything's happening, you're not alone. Meanwhile, last week, having enjoyed the spoils of winning in the Animus arena, basically. I don't remember exactly what I called it at this point. The team came away with a victory and 3 fractures, which were absorbed by Mitnir, Bropsy, and Orin, respectively. Each one of them delving into that space within themselves to gain more power and acclimate to it. As all of this was done, I don't remember exactly how it came about, but Seti decided it would be a good idea to reach out to her mom for the first time since she left home. She reached out and said she was okay, and she was... I don't know if exactly what words were said. This was 2 weeks ago at this point. But as she sent the message, not sure if it would even make it, she heard another voice in reply, a male voice, saying, "I'll get the message to her." Does anybody remember where you were when this was happening?
We were in bed in our chambers at the Summer Soldiers.
Summer Soldiers, that's where it was, because they were getting prepared to go do the elemental trial.
Yeah, we went shopping.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, they did do a lot of shopping after getting their spoils, doing their fractures. They did a lot of
A
shopping.
lot of
I knew there
shopping.
was something that I blocked out in my mind, and that's why I wasn't sure what had happened. It was the 2 hours of shopping. But it's okay, because that's what it's all about. Shopping is probably like 65% of D&D, in my opinion.
Shopping's the end game.
Yeah.
Can Propsy go shopping for?
No, because there's no carbonated beverages. The closest thing they have to carbonation is just fermentation causing fizziness in beer and mead and such. Yeah, gross. So, laying in your bed at the Summer Soldiers, you hear a disturbing voice return. "I'll get the message to her."
Steady isn't surprised to hear this voice. But I think she still takes a moment, kind of. I think there's like a flash of anger or resentment, some kind of negative emotion she has to kind of work through for a moment. And then I believe I have 2 more slots left.
I think you guys are laying down for bed, so who's gonna care?
Yeah, well, yeah, we are resting, but I can't send 3 is my point. I only have 2 slots left.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, Starbuck.
So yeah, I think she'll fire back, targeting this voice. Just be like, "Are you spying on me? Don't be cruel to her. Tell her I'm sorry. I'm okay. She'll believe you if you say Reina. And don't say a word more than that. Don't play games. Not about this. I'll find a way to make you regret it if you do."
I swear this has to be more than 25 words.
I believe that was 50 if I counted correctly. So that's my last two messages.
Oh, so you fire off both of them together.
Yeah.
Okay. You send one without even waiting. You recast. Send it again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's silence. And there's more silence. It doesn't look like there's going to be a reply.
Is there a wolf around here?
Yeah. I always forget to turn off the wildlife noises. And then they're so loud.
Well, the thing is that there's wildlife right
I know,
outside.
it's
You
just
guys are
so
in the-
it's just so loud.
You're in the Summer Grove. I mean, it's basically like a wooded area within these big towering walls. So yeah, there's absolutely some wolves hanging out in this little region. If not, you can definitely hear them frolicking about in House Solaris. So, Solaris District, rather. So, with that, you receive no response.
Yeah, she kind of tosses and turns a bit more eventually. Or it's sleep.
Okay, does anybody want to do anything else before they crash into the sleepy times?
Nope. Think
More
we're
importantly,
good.
has anybody not gotten everything concrete and ironed out for shopping or for leveling? If there's anything that anybody doesn't have completely prepared before you guys go into the dungeon, I'd like for you to figure it out now. And then from here on out, no more purchases, no more. Oh wait, I would have gotten this because this is very important.
I got
The
everything I
resources that
need.
you have now are
Um,
there's no finagling this time.
so Bropsy did not buy anything because Bropsy was saving that money for orphans. Was Bropsy given any of the potions that were purchased?
Don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. All right then.
Do you have any currently?
Pulling up my sheet. I think I have like 1 or 2 left over.
Yeah, I didn't buy any.
You should all be aware that from the information that you've received, this is a marathon of a dungeon.
Lovely.
Looks like you have 2 graders already, so you're probably good.
Okay.
So, as you all find rest, some of you having dreams that are hearken to the experiences that you had recently when you absorbed your fractures, but they do seem to be just dreams. So as you wake in the morning, they seem to fade, as if you're not sure whether they happened or not. And as the morning light pours through the stained glass that stands 3 stories tall within your room, the morning is yours.
Is there some kind of like dining hall here? Some kind of breakfast situation we could avail ourselves of?
You really haven't spent a lot of time going around this place. But from what you have seen, there doesn't seem to be a mess here. That's just from what you've seen. You haven't really explored much. But basically, it's 2 rows of buildings, and it seems to be like dormitories off to one direction, the way that you go on the 2nd floor, which is really, 3
All
high.
right. Well, Sadie gets up in the morning, and as everyone else is kind of just rousing themselves, she does a little check-in. Just, everybody sleep okay? Everybody ready to do this? Really test our metal?
Oh, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Mm-mm.
Me? You didn't hear anything I said?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I just said, what are we doing again? Don't remember. It was a weird night.
We're supposed to go get more fractures.
Why do we need more? Grim already has all of his fractures.
Well, this is sort of a task from the summer soldiers to see, to prove how good we are, and that we're an asset to them.
You don't
I think it was
already
more
know that
like
because
they,
we won the thing.
Actually gave you it as a task. It wasn't this isn't a test. It is a task.
Well,
It's-
no.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean,
They're
They
not
want-
going to
Oh,
give us
this is-
anything else to do unless we do this.
right, they want something from us, and we have to deliver, because that's what we're here for.
That's fine. We can do that easy.
Okay. Well, let's go find some food. I go downstairs and find whoever is, like, at the desk or whatever, reception.
It's morning time, so that would be Dandelion on that side.
Just say, "Good morning. How are you doing?"
Morning. Hi guys. How are you all this morning? And as she stretches out, you can see like her sort of frizzy white hair just kind of like almost seem to grow for a second and then puff back down.
Well-
hope you slept well. First time you've actually slept in your accommodations here. Hope they were to your liking.
It is really nice. The wolves were a bit loud, but
I actually don't give a shit.
But
But anyways,
well, I was just wondering if there's some kind of a food situation here that we could avail ourselves of, or maybe a nearby pub you would recommend for a nice hearty breakfast before we set out on our task.
you know they say that a fae can live off of nothing more than a few good tricks and the dew off the morning grass. But
What
I had a
does
big
that
old turkey
even
leg
mean?
on my way in here, so there's a vendor on the street stall outside.
Okay, thank you. We'll give that a try.
As Grim says that, she says, "I'll tell you later, hon. We'll get it all sorted out. I'll help you live off of beads of grass. It'll be great." It
No,
goes a long way.
Grim lives off of berries. It's fine.
No wonder you're so big.
I only eat one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I
One
sneak
whole
another.
berry. Greedy glutton boy. Look at that pot belly. Grim's just like looking down like,
It's not that big.
no.
She's giving you a hard time. This
I'm
what
just fur.
It's mostly dried up dirt.
I'm just a furbog. Furbog is big.
All right, let's go. Let's go find some breakfast.
Okay, so as you guys wander off, you can pretty much just find breakfast on the streets. There's enough little hole-in-the-wall restaurants and street vendors and random delicacies that you would imagine would only exist here with the sort of creatures that are here. Strange-looking mushrooms on sticks that have been roasted, or fish that you've never seen before.
I want
all kinds of weird delicacies.
I want to have
Lots of
some
food.
nice pastries.
Yeah, you can find some nice pastries, but they're gonna cost you. They're gonna be a silver per pastry. But this is actually, you know what? Make me an investigation check.
Investigate for pastries.
It's really important to investigate. For pastries.
Ooh, 21.
21.
It might be my best ever investigation roll.
So you meet
Gotta get those pastries.
Said
A
he's highly
very-
motivated.
you meet a very shady looking halfling while you're looking around for pastries. And as you go into one pastry shop, you find yourself, like, this is not unimpressive, but this halfling comes up to you in a big coat and says, "Hey, I hear you're looking for pastries."
Yeah?
He looks around, he's like, "I got what you're looking for." And he opens up his jacket, and you see individually packaged are all these pastries hanging inside of his coat. "What are you looking for?" "You're
Well,
talking about a
I-
scone?"
no, I could really go for like a cream-filled donut
I've got an
And-
apple fritter down here.
How about like a blueberry fritter?
Blueberry fritter.
Okay.
I don't got blueberry, but I've got a blueberry muffin, and I've got a cinnamon bear claw. I got Bavarian green pill at the.
Okay, I'll take one of those and the blueberry muffin.
Okay.
And yeah. And then what do you guys want?
Grim doesn't want anything. I'm fine.
A nice, warm, soft pretzel.
Deal with that savory shit.
How about the sweet pretzel?
Yes.
I've got cinnamon.
I didn't specify what flavor, I just said pretzel.
If I wanted dry mouth, I'd go to the desert.
Whoa, 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 you put enough butter on it, Angel.
That's true of anything.
So you guys get your pastries. One silver per pastry you would like to purchase, but he's got a nice assortment of pastries.
I will buy
Pastries.
two pastries for everyone that wants one.
Okay. Write down for me which pastries you got and put an asterisk next to each one.
Oh
of them.
boy, they're magic pastries.
The fuck?
I guess.
I'll
Did you
take
say there was a bear claw? Was that in the?
There was
list?
a cinnamon
Yeah.
bear claw. Yeah.
You know what?
definitely
The
getting
cinnamon
one of
bear
those.
claw.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Is there
So
anything
cinnamon bear
with
claw, put an
apple?
asterisk. There was the apple fritter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hold on.
Orin will have a bear claw and an apple fritter.
Okay. Okay, so just write down specifically what you put down and put
You
an
know, I
asterisk
don't think I've
next to
ever
it.
had a fritter.
What's the damage die on a bear claw?
I like an apple turnover.
I think
Better
it's
than
a
his
D8.
unarmed?
I think
Okay,
it's a D8.
so I got a Bavarian cream filled and a blueberry muffin.
Oh, banana muffin though.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do now? You've claimed your breakfast pastries. I'm
mean,
not going to assume you've eaten any of them until you tell me that you have.
I'm definitely breaking into the blueberry muffin.
I'm eating my pretzel, but
I'm
Brab's
definitely
not.
breaking it.
It's breakfast. We bought them to eat them, so
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll probably start
You
with
can
the
always
apple
buy
fritter.
more, yeah.
So
If we're like,
Yep.
ooh, we like these.
the apple fritter and blueberry muffin. You bite into it and make me a Constitution saving throw.
saving throw.
Yep.
Ooh. 15.
15?
First roll of the day. 9.
9. Okay. As you bite into this blueberry muffin, you taste fresh blueberries just screaming with flavor into your mouth. Soft, moist, buttery pastry surrounding it. And as it just melts in your mouth, you go, oh. And as you guys look on, you see Seti. The middle of her body begins to droop over the sides of her leggings as she has a massive muffin top.
Wow, rude.
Oh boy.
As you Orin take and eat your apple fritter. Oh my god, is it delicious. It's bitey, it's tangy, the sweetness, the glaze all mixing together, just this sweet, beautiful taste, and you get just you begin to blush and you turn red in the face, and you guys watch as Orin is like apple red, like just like a bright red all over his face and all over his arms, and it's just like pure redness.
Should have known better than getting food in the
Brabsy
face.
was eating her pretzel.
Yeah, you guys watch as Bropsy eats her pretzel, and her limbs get a little.
Does it hurt?
A little overly flexible. Your bones even are just a little bit more flexible than you'd normally have.
Mitnir's like
Did
stopping
you eat the
mid-opening
fracture
the
too,
package.
Propsy?
Just like after seeing this happen, Mitnir just kind of stops and is like, "I'll eat it later." Puts it in his pocket.
Well, I hope this wears off soon. Bit rude. Honestly, I'm not surprised though. I'm going to plow into the Bavarian cream fill.
No, this is gonna be very bad.
As you
Gives no fucks.
as you eat the Bavarian cream fill, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Oh,
But
that's
are they
good.
good?
23.
23. You feel something begin to well up inside of you, but as it does, you're able to hold it down as you finish eating this very delicious cream-filled donut.
Well, it was almost worth it, but I won't be shopping there again. Not when I have places to be.
He says as she starts walking away, just...
I can,
With her brand new muffin top.
whatever, I look cute as fuck.
Kind of looks like a little flesh tutu. Anyways,
I think Oren's probably gonna eat the bear claw too. He's hungry.
you're gonna eat a bear claw too? Alright, so he's bright red, and then he eats the bear claw, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Nice. 11.
Yeah, you guys see, he's just like, he finishes eating the bear claw, and no sooner does it, his hands just go, and just immediate fur just everywhere, and he just looks, and he's got bear claws on his hands.
Mitnir
see
reaches over.
Beet
and
red, flowy haired, bear clawed Oren just standing there in front of you.
Brapsy would like to joke like she's gonna play patty cake with her floppy arms and his giant hands. But her arms are gonna miss.
Grim, Grim. I'm like tapping Grim.
What do what?
I have a berry.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You have a berry.
As you eat your berry,
Make a
not-
Constitution
not
saving.
5 minutes later, as you guys make your way back, the effects have worn off. They're only 5-minute long effects.
Oh, that's a relief. I was a bit worried that.
You guys watch as Seti's walking and like just sort of like shaking your hips, like sort of awkwardly with the extra sort of like flub around, and then just sucks right back in as she's walking. And similarly, you guys get the same effects.
I was a bit worried you were going to have noodle arms in our dungeon that we're going to.
Yeah, that was That's fine.
But
though.
Grim has noodle arms. Are we worried
What's
about
wrong
Grim?
with having noodle arms? Is that a bad thing?
Only if it's constant.
Yeah, and you seem to have better control than I was having.
I'm
I mean,
sure you
yeah,
would have figured
Grim-
it out, not long enough.
I've had them
Got used
longer,
to
you
it.
know. Fine. I have more practice. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was an experience, and yeah, we should. A mental note. Let's just maybe not eat in this district anymore unless we are in the mood for some Fey shenanigans. It was
I'm just
really good,
noticing.
though.
I just noticed Kev's trying to kill Mitnir again.
Yeah.
How
Love to see
many?
it.
How much would that be?
Not as much as you'd think.
So gift some subs. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh no, Mitnir!
Oh, Mitnir.
Rocks fall. Only Mitnir dies.
Oh.
What?
Oh, buddy!
With his constitution, it might actually be kind of hard to legitimately kill Mitnir. I'd have to just be like aneurysm.
Yeah, some things you just don't see coming. Okay, so we have our breakfast. We recover from our pranks, and I assume we know where we're going. Where are we going? What are we doing? How do we get to this
That's
place?
a good question. You guys know that you've been tasked with doing that. You haven't really figured out
Oh.
much else about it.
I thought we did.
Nope.
Okay,
I
well
mean,
then
we-
I guess we go back in and be like, "Hey, Dandelion, where do we go to get this thing started? We're ready to roll."
She looks over and sees that Orin still has bear claws on his hands, and she's like, "You guys got some dope ass pastries.
Yeah, we did.
Share."
I think Midnir,
I,
you want
I
to?
hand her my my apple turnover.
Your apple turnover? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she takes an apple, her apple turnover, and she goes, "Neat." And she pops it in her mouth, and she's like, "So what's up, you guys?" And she turns upside down and floats towards the ceiling. And you guys watch as she's just sort of sitting there on the ceiling of her little box.
Good thing you didn't have that one while we were outside.
That would have been great.
Yeah, so
That's
I think
funny.
we're ready to do our little task thing with the
Oh yeah, you guys are doing the
yeah, that one.
Hold up. I have the wrong notes thing up. Yeah, the Trial of Elements.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That was
That's
so
the
much
one.
work to find for something so stupidly simple.
Oh,
She's digging through files like, wait, where's your file?
She's just like, yeah, Trial of Elements, right? Oh, you guys haven't done that yet? You're just babies.
Yep, we
I'm
sure
so
are.
excited for you.
your
Well-
dandelion voice is just like this voice of a character in this book we're reading. Sorry, that's a little aside. You guys should read the book, though. It's really great.
Okay, we'll read that book. So, yeah, you guys want to do... You want information, probably, yeah?
Yeah, well, we know to expect elemental stuff and that it keeps going until we tap out.
Watches her face is starting to get red from being upside down.
And we don't know where to go to start it though. And obviously, if there's any other information you think we should have, that would help. We'd appreciate it.
Yep. So you're gonna go to airship dock. What is it? S3.
Okay.
That sounds definitely a thing.
Yep. Airship dock S3, where you're going to be boarding a ship called. You see that she's reaching up, just. The Jabiru.
The Jabaru.
Mm-hmm.
The Jabaru.
They should know you're coming. If you plan on making the trip, they make it once a day. You can still make it if you leave now for today. Otherwise, tomorrow it would be the same time, around 10 in the morning.
All right.
Off we go.
You bring them your seal. If you guys can bring those out for me so I can mark them for this task. And you guys watch as she opens up each one, and the little bit of mist sort of pours out and creates like the sort of almost interface for it. And as she does, she sort of gestures over it, and you watch like this little gold fleck appear and brighten up for a moment. And it just sort of like twists in, and then all the mist kind of falls back inside. She says, "Okay, cool. So that should do it for all of you guys today. Be careful out there. Nobody actually dies. But I really hope that you guys come back with something. I don't want to alarm you, but Poppy's expecting good results and a return on the investment that she plans on making in you. Granted, that does inform that she hasn't actually made an investment in you, more like you've made an investment in us, but she plans on making an investment in you. You know how it works, right?"
Yeah, that's good to hear. We plan not to let her down. We're definitely going to try our best, and we're feeling confident. So,
Well, you're looking confident.
thank you. All right, I guess we'd better get moving if we want to catch the airship.
Yep. Bye. I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope that you make a whole lot of stuff. I hope that you come back safely.
Have a good day.
Okay, I hope you'll come down soon.
Say as we leave, you just hear a thud.
Yep.
5 minutes later.
Chairs hitting the ground, everything. Okay, so you guys can easily pull out Grimm's Multipass, his seal.
Yep.
Plus
Wait,
ultra.
which number was it?
S3.
Which one? There
Yeah.
goes to S. Wait, what's it called? It's S3
Airship Dock S3.
Airship Dock S3.
Okay, so it's taking you to. No, so you guys see the mist sort of appears and creates a geographical layout. It's actually very near here, probably no more than half hour's walk to the docks because you have to make it across and over down into the wall. There appears to be like that entrance that you took, or sorry, exit that you took down in Blackwall when you went down and started descending into the Howling Divide. Sorry, my lore's slow because it's been so long since we've been down to any of the locations, so my geography is all fucked up. So, into the Howling Divide. So this, within the realm of the Summer Grove, will take you straight out and around, down a set of steps, and looking out into air docks, which seem to be housing, above the divide itself, a row of airships of different sizes and designs. Some of them are very modest, some of them are grand. Some of them look like they're armed for military purposes, and some of them just look like little schooners that somebody would take out if they were fishing, but somehow in the sky.
They are fishing.
As you guys continue down the docks, I would like somebody to make me an investigation check.
Does
That's
one
not
of
my
them look
strong suit.
familiar?
Not my strong suit.
You can make me an investigation check as well.
I got a 12.
With a 12, you're able to navigate the dock well enough to sort of locate what you think might be. You're not sure if it's this one or this one, but there's a couple of ships in this region when you find the S Dock 3, which is S for the Summer Grove. So the third ship down you find to be, what'd you roll, Mitnir?
A 5.
No, you don't see anything that seems familiar. Also, while you you look, you see what appears to be a black-hulled ship with massive white sails, an inflated balloon mixed in on top to carry it, whereas the white sails come off to the side, creating massive wings, and they also seem to arc off the balloon itself. You see that this is like a mid-sized ship, like something like probably would be a galleon on land, and it is in fact shaped like a ship. But you see a bunch of light coming from inside within the lower decks. You see that there are copper plating all over the exterior of the ship, and there seems to be some other reminiscent doodads and mechanisms that remind you of the interior of the tower of Selindor Academy. Yeah. So, so black hole, copper, and then at the front of the ship, the head of the ship, there is a red streak that runs across to a very pointed tip.
And does it say Jabiru on the side? Or anything? Any
What
sign of
languages
its
do you speak?
Elvish and Sylvan?
Then no.
What languages do I speak? I speak Giant and Undercommon, I think.
Okay,
Does
well,
that matter?
there's one person that recognizes it when they see the written language is Bropsy, as it is the language of avians.
Oh,
It's a verb, a person.
what does it say?
The Jabiru.
That language is called Orin with an A, not an E.
She speaks you.
All right. Well, we run on up to it and look for some kind of.
You see that there's it's docked in, and you see that there are a couple of individuals currently loading on. They look like a 5-man adventuring party, just like you.
Oh.
There seems to be a guy in a coat, sort of like shaggy hair, looks very wizardly, sort of, and he has like a bunch of potions strapped on a bandolier across his chest. You see what looks like a very tall, typical human barbarian. You see a blonde cleric. These are very obviously just standard adventure party.
A little
Everybody,
cliche.
yeah, very cliche looking adventure party walking on onto the boat, and you see that they're checking in with what appears to be a hippo standing on hind legs on the dock.
All right. I kind of just fall in behind them and wait for them to finish their business. And
what guild were you with again?
better with this summer.
No, he's not talking to you. He's
the
talking
other
to them.
one. Okay.
Wait your turn.
Sorry, it was unclear who you were talking to.
It's because I'm cross-eyed and making fun of me is rude. Excuse me, can we get along? Right. What guild are you? We've already told you multiple times with Golden Dawn. Right. Golden Dawn. Listed here. It says, please, we've paid up everything. Wait and hold your horses, or I might get bitey. And you watch as he sort of opens his big hippo mouth. Just
Oh, you don't want that. That's very bad.
Yes. Yes, we completely understand, but we are paid up, and see, just look at our seals. Oh, shiny seals again. You're right. I will let you on as first mate of the Jabberoo. Welcome aboard. Thank you so very much. I hope you all have better fare. And as he steps on, leading the rest of his group on, you see some sneers from these very adventurers as they make their way onto the ship.
Such
Now
adventure.
then, what guild are you with?
The Summer Soldiers.
The Summer Soldiers. But they was just the Golden Dawn, and that's the synonyms.
No, not really.
I'm pretty sure them synonyms, and because you're from the same place, I can't mark you twice.
We're not. Golden Dawn is a different guild. Summer Soldiers is its own guild.
Make a persuasion check.
They're totally different words. Legion. 18.
The common language is so stupid. Why does it have so many words for the same thing?
It really is.
I don't call a boat also a ship, also a whatever they call it that's not a ship or a boat. I know two at least. But the fact is, I know there's like 15 different things they call a boat, and it's just a boat.
You're right, it
Come
is really stupid.
Stupid. I don't understand it. This old periodist thing, I think it's just because you humans speak common and too dumb to learn other languages. Not that none of you are humans, I'm just talking about the ones that just passed on. Actually, you know what? You all look like humans to me.
Yeah, Grim is a very human. I
Right.
noticed.
Mitnir kind of leans forward a little bit, like look him in the face, like, wait, what?
Well, no, not you. You look like a lizard man.
Oh, it's a lizard.
Just the angry slit
Well,
eyes, like,
nothing. Makes sense. I do have right here another one. And you see that you can see on his clipboard because he's tipping it down because he's got to tip his whole thing, his whole head down to even see this properly.
Right.
And he's like, oh, yes. And as you guys look, you can see there's a drawing of a sun next to Golden Dawn. And there's a drawing of a tree next to Summer Grove. And he's just like, oh, no, right. Oh, right, the Summer Grove. That's where you guys come from. So, you're the Summer Soldiers from the Summer Grove. Right then.
Right.
Right. Well, on board with you. You're all paid up. I'm the first mate, and I'll let you onto the ship. Welcome to the Jabberoo.
Thank you very much. Very excited.
He steps aside, and you guys watch as this, like, very large gift just, like, sort of... Anyone else for the Jabberoo? Leaving in... Oh... And you see as he pulls out a watch and starts looking. It takes a minute before he is. 10? Well... 9 minutes!
I think once we slip past, and Seti kind of like tries to put some distance.
So as you guys take onto the ship, it seems more or less bare with the exception of this one adventuring party and then a couple of individuals standing near the bow of the ship. It is a very interesting looking airship, and you do see that there are some sitting just below in the center of the deck. You can see that there is what looks like a pedestal, and it's kind of sitting like ahead of where the capstan would be. So just sort of ahead of where the capstan would be, there is a big misty turning platform that sort of has what looks like a massive seal on it. So as you guys all come aboard, is there anything you'd like to do in the next 9 minutes before?
I think Seti just uses that time to kind of poke around the ship and like just take in the sights.
Yeah, I mean it's not huge. There's not like I mean it's there's some cabins below. There's like a little kitchen, quote unquote, but it's just where they keep the dried meats and what else have you. They've got lots of ropes and other knickknacks, and a lot of the areas are off limits.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see there's a very nice captain's quarter though. And with the exception of what is off limits, I will say that if you try to explore too much, I would say that you would find that there is a copper door sealed towards the back of the ship on like the bottom most kind of decks. So like the entire like back half of the ship is do not enter kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Sure. This is a long shot, but does like taking in like the black hole with the red stripe or anything, does this ship look familiar?
No. This ship does not look like the ship that you guys are thinking of.
Do any of the nearby ships look like the ship we are thinking of?
Make me a investigation check specifically.
Wait, am I thinking about a ship?
What ship are we thinking of?
The one that attacked us on the
long
path.
Yeah, I was just like,
time ago.
Mitnir and
Like,
Seti
that
are
was
thinking of
maybe
this.
4.
I rolled an 8.
8? No, you don't see anything that seems familiar. I'm not even sure you remember. You just remember
It was
being
nighttime.
It was nighttime, yeah.
I also
Yeah, it
rolled
was-
an 8.
Yeah, so you guys see
Twinsies.
other ships with black hulls or black balloons, but nothing
hard
gives
to
this
tell.
foreboding feeling.
What should Bropsy roll to remember whatever that Kita doesn't remember?
I mean, there was an airship that stole from you all, and is the reason
Stole
you all
from the
fell.
caravan.
Uh-huh.
Stole from
Well,
the
see,
caravan.
Bropsy
and
would be
was
the one to
reason-
remember because Bropsy got the best look of it.
Yeah, and then
Uh-huh.
they're also the reason that all of you fell.
Uh-huh.
into
Grim
the
definitely does not remember that then. Because I don't think I was here.
No, that was right before.
Yeah, that was when you were gone, and then you came back, and they didn't know where you were, and you had spent a whole lot of time with the mushrooms being led around the forest.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
Is that perception? Is that all of
There's you don't recognize the ship as being.
that?
Just makes it easier.
Wow. What if I rolled a nat 20 though?
Okay, roll investigation.
Basically just saying it's not here.
Well, yeah, it's
That's a 19. That's a 21.
I think you
Tell
don't
me
see
it's
anything
here.
that gives
Tell
you that
me it's
foreboding
here,
feeling that makes you feel like that's the ship, but you guys sort of eye around curiously and cautiously. You are reminded that you were once attacked by an airship, and seeing that there are so many going in and out and docking here, who knows? This could very well be a place where, if not in this docking bay, maybe one of the others throughout Selindor. So, as you guys spend the next couple minutes looking for anything scary around or hitting the need for vengeance, you guys hear, "Well then, everyone, I am your captain." Now I got to remember what the captain's name is. My name is Winnie Alcras.
What?
And you guys watch as this big, frizzy, black-haired woman walks out with like a sort of, she's got a corset, underbust corset, and just like this sort of white flowing shirt, just like very piratey. She's got a rapier on each hip and a sort of like brown, like sailor's overcoat. It sort of just sits on top of all that. And she's just like, I believe we do not have many that are going to the trial of elements today, but we have a few groups. It is important, those of you that have not signed up, representatives from Marionette, we are aware that you have signed. They do need you here to have your seals registered within the Splinter Seal. Otherwise, you may be lost.
Was that already taken care of? Or no? We need to.
No.
Okay.
No.
We should go do that.
And so he watches the other ones approach, and
Okay.
they begin to do some sort of thing between the seals that they have and this big giant one that sits in front of the capstan.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So we.
Yep. So as you bring it over, she says, "Right then," and then you see that she just sort of draws a line between the two, and you see that the mist sort of twirls and intertwines, and there's a little twist, and then the link just sort of stays, but it just starts to thin out as you pull it away, and then it becomes imperceivable. She says, "Okay, right," and she does that for each one of you. It is important that we do this one step because, for those of you who have not done the trial of elements, dear, I don't know why I keep forgetting their names. Colin, darling, you hear the big gift just say, "Yes, ma'am. Can you take us on the way, please?" "Yes, aye, Captain. Kieran, let's get us going." And you guys watch as sails begin to move, and they begin to leave dock. She says, "The trial of elements, I'm sure I've been told, is a place where you cannot die. Or is to say that nobody has ever gone missing or died. However, we assume that should death occur, it might explain why we constantly end up finding those individuals some months later, somewhere in Selindor."
Oh, not again.
Don't worry. If there's a way to
Oh,
die,
yeah.
Oren will find it.
Probably.
Very pleasant. The most important thing, though, is this connection between your seals and the Splinter Seal allows us to find you no matter where you are in Selindor. So, should you fail, our service also allows for finding you. Don't worry, the reason that they were gone for months there is not because of any time lapsing or any magics of any sort, so much as we just weren't sure where they ended up.
Probably
But
not
I
going to
found people
village.
all over Selindor, and I will not let you fall astray. There are many things to talk about, many things to discuss, and get you prepared. If you have any questions, please address me.
You already seem dressed to me.
You are very funny. Okay. Well, I have things to attend to on the ship. Please do whatever it is that you adventuring types do. And she sort of like steps back and heads to the helm of the ship.
Have we taken off yet?
Look back
Yeah,
to
you guys were these ships were still in the air. They had never been on the ground. They were just docked within the
Oh.
underbelly.
But they're moving now, right?
Yeah, so it begins moving and lifting out.
Yep. No, Grim will wrap his tentacles around something and just hold on for dear life.
Do you think she really meant the do what the adventure? Because we break stuff.
Well,
We'll break it.
that's
So
know
adventures
we.
do.
Yeah, we're only when there's stuff to break.
Only when
He
it
just looks
can
around
possibly be
like the
broken.
eye of like
Stuff-
everything's
Stuff
breakable.
that needs broken.
Mitnir looks around again like it
As you
could
guys
need it.
are having this conversation, you see Grim is just like gripped onto like the one of the
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, what would be the mast, but is really just like a big thick cable that attaches to the
Balloon.
sort of like Zeppelin-sized blimp up above, just holding onto it. And as you guys begin to take off away from the ground, you guys see very quickly, the darkness and the underwhelmment begins to rise up. And as the ship does, you see the landscape around you and the mists turning, and you see Selindor for the first time as you begin to rise out and above everything else. You see this sort of massive disc that sits below this multiple mile high tree. This massive expanse, the twisting mist, and then you almost for a second begin to see even beyond it, but it's shrouded in mist into the distance. Does anybody, I know this is stupid, because I just don't remember, does anybody here have a true sight ability?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't remember what everybody's fractures do anymore.
I mean, I have a bunch of eyeballs, but none of them are sight.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you begin to lift into the air. And this is going to be a journey while you are taken into the sky. I don't know what my thoughts were, but before this started, I decided that it seemed important for some people who really like to see what's happening. So I did make a map.
A little different going up instead of down.
Mm-hmm. I've put you on the ship.
If you recall, when I came back, I came down from way up high.
But you saw the city like this on your way in?
Yeah, for the few seconds it lasted.
You're right. You were moving pretty fast, though.
Yeah.
And then you went thump.
That was pretty crazy.
And when I say make a map, I meant grabbed a map from online
Mm-hmm.
and put it into the thing so you guys could use it as a map. Not mine. So, is there anything you guys would like to do while you're on board this airship? You don't know how long it's going to be because nobody is very good at communicating in this entire world, apparently.
No.
Orn will probably just sit down and do a little meditate position and chill. Just right in the middle of the deck.
That he's just hanging outside looking over.
Cool. You're watching ground like farmland and trees, and you're watching all kinds of stuff on the ground below you. And you watch as the ship is sort of moving forward, but at the same time, it's kind of turning, and it's just sort of rising right now. And so, like, you can still see above you is like most of the tree of Selindor itself. But as you begin to rise, you move a little bit further out from the city, and you begin to go over just all of the landscape. You see like volcanic mountains within view. You see tall trees and again farmlands and paddy fields and all kinds of stuff.
So is this all Selindor?
Who are you asking?
I think she's just kind of wondering aloud to anybody nearby. I mean,
Can we see mist wall? Like if we look further out, can we see like?
Make a perception check. DC 25 to see anything more than.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my dice roll thing is super laggy.
well, I got a natural 20 for 29, so.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I did good with mine, and it looks like I got with my whole. If it actually pops up, yeah, +1. I got an 18.
Nice. Looking out, you see like there's like a sort of mist that sort of keeps going, right? You're not sure where it fades out, where the trees begin to fade out into the distance. But looking, you do not see any part of the Devil's Spine. It's not there. The spine of the world, you can't see that spread out across like you should be able to from this height.
Yeah.
Looking out, you, Seti, with your 29, your eyes fixate on the horizon, the mist, the swirling, whatever it is, just the soft moving mist in the distance. As your eyes in focus, you see stars. Beads of light dancing beyond the pale.
Wow. Does anybody else see that?
Grim doesn't see anything.
That we're not at home anymore?
There's stars out there. Like there's just nothing beyond the mist, or there's not nothing. There's a whole lot of something, but not land.
You hear, like, as you're like saying this in the front of the ship, being loud like Seti is, you hear the
He's not
guy
yelling.
that was. Well, I know, but in general, she's pretty loud. You hear the guy from behind like, "Oh, you've seen it then, have you?" This is the one with the bandolier potions. Those that go up into the sky like this, as it begins to thin out, begin to see stars beyond. It's very strange and interesting, isn't it?
Beyond what?
The mist.
Well, the realm? It's hard to describe.
Like if Selindor is its own kind of plane, the plane has borders or places where it becomes something else, or like
Wait, so the tree is a planet?
sort
It's
of.
really hard to say, but those that go up here see stars, some of them. Those that really see well.
But then here's a question: if there's how is the sun? This does not make sense. Does it just have its own sun?
Well, I would assume that the sun is still out there and you're just seeing the stars beyond. The stars beyond.
That's very trippy. You must have taken some of Grimm's funny mushrooms.
Well, I mean, think about it. What is it that we breathe? The air, right? The air can't continually exist forever. It has to block off and stop somewhere.
Why?
Whatever this world we live in, it can't be finite. It can't be infinite. We know that there are other planes beyond that. So whatever you call that thing that goes from the ground to whatever's beyond the ground. Like beyond the sky.
Okay,
More sky.
weird guy.
I'll make it to space. I'll make it to space, damn you. One of these days I'm gonna build a rocket ship.
Well, you know, I'm only just beginning to look into like planar physics and theory. It's all a lot to take in, a bit weird, but I never thought. I mean, just seeing stars on the other side of the mist is it's pretty cool.
But there was a swamp on the other side of the mist.
But that was a different plane.
So that's where you came from then. There was swamp on the other side of the mist. You see, we came as well. But there was no swamp where we came from.
Where did you come from?
It's a cavern. Deep, deep underground. Pool of water. And many disappeared. We were tasked by our kingdoms to find it, and that's when we happened upon Selindor. This was very early in our history, not us specifically. But once our world finally became tied with this place, we signed on with Commoner District.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. That or that all those people went missing. I hope Selindor has been a good experience for everybody.
Well,
Did you come here intentionally?
oh yes, we've been tasked to come here. From our kingdom.
Oh, it was
I didn't write the name of their kingdom, so
it
just
was on
pretend he said
purpose
the name
then.
of his kingdom. But it's whatever kingdom he says here. I'm calling it. We're from the Rakdash kingdom.
Right.
Right.
Is that at all familiar?
That
Never
was the point,
heard
is
of
that
it.
Yeah.
he says a kingdom's name and it sounds like gibberish to you.
Gibberish,
Like, the
gotcha.
hell are you talking about?
Right. And what? Right. Geography was not my strong suit. So you were tasked to come here. For what purpose? Can I ask?
Oh, well, to better the understanding of this world and all it has to offer, bring goods back to our kingdom, do trade. The reason everyone's here.
Yeah.
Is that not why you're all here?
No, pretty much. We're learning what we can and seeing what Selindor has to offer.
It is truly fascinating. The things that I have learned from being here. I didn't realize that my alchemical knowledge would make me suitable to be an adventurer. Did you know that? That
Well,
anyone is capable of being an explorer, being powerful magic wielder, as long as they have some ideas about chemistry or science. Or even I've seen an artist who could sculpt things that did so many things.
oh yeah, what artist was that?
Oh, I don't know, it was some Fae. But he sculpted something and then it walked off.
We encountered a face sculptor, or at least the work of a face sculptor, that did some pretty crazy things.
It tried to kill us.
Interesting. But the point is that here in Selindor, you can find things that can make you better than you ever imagined. The technologies that you can find here, like, what are we riding?
Right.
We know now that they're called an airship, but
yeah, we
honestly,
my people
kingdom did
definitely
not
had
know.
nothing like it is amazing. It is an incredible place. Honestly, I don't know if I really thought about it until now, but I guess I didn't realize there weren't places like this where we came from, or at least that there. I thought maybe there could be, but maybe you're right. Yeah.
Well, it's just
what?
fascinating. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's nice to hear. You know, we're fairly new to Selindor. All of this. How long have you been here?
Me, I've been here 6 years.
Wow. And the you've established trade back with your kingdom and stuff?
Oh yes, I go back there quite often. Usually I take the summers off, visit my family.
Oh,
But
how
I've been
nice.
adventuring here for 6 years. Yeah.
Ah.
What's the strangest monster you've seen?
Strangest monster I've seen. That's sort of a hard question. I've seen. You put me on the spot here trying to think of monsters. I've seen this one creature that moves with something that grows out of its back rather than its feet.
Oh, they burn.
No, but it uses them to move along the ground, but with its feet suspended. And yet it still has hands, but the feet themselves remain unused. For what purpose that happens, I have yet to understand. We avoided the creatures.
I'm very confused. So it had like legs growing out of its back?
They weren't legs. They weren't. It's hard to describe them.
Do they
moved.
look like that of a spoopy?
I don't know what that means, but no. It looks. Here. Oh, what your friend's doing right there? You see Grim
Oh, tentacles.
tentacled around the. Yes, I suppose so. And it had those coming out of its back, and it moved around with them, and its body and its legs. It's just hung there, limp.
Did
And
it have a
still had
goat face?
arms. No, that's. I mean, the rest of it was pretty bizarre enough. It had a goat face. I definitely would have screamed. No, it had a very large head, almost like a baby.
This would be much creepier on the baby.
Yeah, that does sound pretty weird.
Anyways, that's about the creepiest thing I've seen. But again, we ignored that and continued moving on.
Yeah. I think that's a good policy in general, is to ignore what you can.
Oh, but you guys are doing the trial of elements.
Yes.
Just like us. Well, I hope that we're the ones to clear it and not you. Not that we're not sure that on these continuous dungeons, if they can. We're not
How
sure
it
what
really
happens if
works.
somebody clears it.
Right.
In fact, I have a small theory that clearing it is the worst thing you can do.
Oh.
Because if you were to go and the thing is that we know that those that come back with the prize have full memory of what happened, know about the tasks and the trials. We know that there's differences between the trials each time, but we do know the core of it is more or less the same. And those that return chose to leave early. The rest, so far, have no memory of what happened, but we found them, and there have been no prizes. So I assume either they, A, died, and that's what everyone else assumes, but what if they're winners?
Oh,
And they end up on the ground and don't remember what
well,
happened because of something, because of succeeding in the trial. I'm not sure. So I'm going to decide, I think, along the way, me and my group. We're called the No Haters, by the way. Nice to meet you.
We're No Death.
Oh, nice. Ours is Elvish as well.
What does theirs translate to?
Oh, something about friendship unending or something.
Sure.
I'm just fucking around, so.
How lovely. So this is a really interesting theory you have. So you're going to decide along the way whether or not you're going to complete it at all, assuming you get that far.
Well, assuming that we have the option to get that far. Most people never make it past one.
Right.
What if you clear the whole thing, then everyone who cleared it but didn't clear it and came out, what if they all forget that it exists and then nobody cares that you cleared it?
I don't know. There's so many strange things about.
What if it
Have you
closes
noticed that
forever?
all of these dungeons, these ruins, these towers that we find, aren't you curious as to why they are designed the way they are? They're designed to test us, and they're designed to reward us. The fact that such a thing exists is so. And he just keeps blabbing on about this.
That he's having thoughts that are not. She's having grim thoughts.
Don't think about me. It's okay.
So I think, yeah, as he continues like blabbering, she tries to engage, like, yeah, ooh, interesting, but she's kind of got this far away look, like running. Oh no, this is really bad.
No, it's definitely really bad.
Well, anyways, it was nice talking to you.
An
by the
absolute
way.
pleasure. I hope
My name is Alan, by the way.
I'm Seti.
Alan the Artificer.
Oh, lovely.
Good luck
Easy to
making
remember.
it past the first fight.
Oh, well, many have come back with one fracture. Some people have come with two. The most anyone's gotten is 3, but they claim that there should be a 4th one that could be gotten. No one ever made it that far and come back.
5.
Well, that's also a question. Anyways,
Hopefully, one of us will find out today. Hopefully.
continue to introduce his group. I'm Alan, the Artificer. That's Bardock, the Barbarian, Claire, the Cleric, Drew, the Druid, and Frederico, the Fighter.
Lovely.
We didn't find anybody whose name started with an E and also had a class that started with an E, so...
Yeah, sure.
Hell is a class.
We had a friend named Ernie, and he was an elf, but we decided it wasn't fair to bring him along.
Right.
You know, because he's really just he runs a small shop in East Summer Grove, so...
But, like,
Yeah.
isn't your team named after is Elven? Why would you not add the elf to it?
Because he wasn't an adventurer.
Okay.
Right,
On
kind
the
of like
third that-
Cleary before he had to travel with us.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm not actually... this is definitely, like, the kind of group that they're like, oh, we're going to make it sound like Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to use Elvish words to make it something that sounds like what you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
But they have no idea what theirs means.
Yeah.
They don't have a single elf in their group. They're all human.
Like when you get that Japanese
Well,
kanji tattoo.
yeah.
It just says poop, but you think it says like
Yeah.
joy?
Mm. So
All right.
lots of talking with Epic.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions for anybody on the ship or anything you would like to do, I'm going to give you guys basically an hour of in-game time until we get to the destination. So
I think Seti just, waits for that conversation to die down and then wishes them luck and all that stuff, and then pulls group together just to share her thoughts to put it out there for anybody that hasn't had that thought yet. Just like, you raised a really good point that all of these things are like trials, and they offer these rewards to get people to go in there for fancy loot and stuff, prestige and everything. But the city, we know the city was designed either by or for our stalker, and we know not that one, and
Okay.
we know that the Grand Headmaster is big player in this, and I think I've said it before that we need to be careful because I thought this was like a Fae place, and I was worried about Fae shenanigans, and I'm still worried about that. But now I think there's shenanigans even beyond what the Archfey be complicit in or capable of, and maybe succeeding in all of these trials and making a big name for ourselves would be quite bad, actually, or make us pawns in a game much bigger and darker than we know at the moment. I just
Are
want.
you just now figuring this out, Seti?
Well, no, not really, but I wanted to make sure everybody, I don't think we've spoken about it quite explicitly yet. So
I thought we just all kind of understood that we were like, there are a lot of like mysterious forces trying to make us, their little minions.
Well, it's also the first time we don't have necessarily someone just looking at us.
Oh, we probably do. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, at least they
What
feel
do you-
like they're further
What do you
away.
think fractures are?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure it was said out loud because good to be reminded, and also, I mean, these ruins, they're not there for no reason. They didn't just happen. Not just like the fall of some kind of civilization left some nifty things for us to find. This was designed. So just
It's probably all one big test so that some weird gods can make you their champion and have you fight to the death.
something like that.
It's fine, so long as we don't die. Well, so long as Oren doesn't stay dead and the rest of us don't die.
Right. Well, what are we going to do in here? Let's say, we're going to try to finish this thing and fuck the consequences. Is that, or do we want to decide as we go too, when we might want to tap out?
We
And
never
I
quit.
say we go as far as us. We're new death. We're not a new like, hey, let's just take
We
it very
fight until
slow,
someone's
guys.
dead, and then we fight some more.
yeah, they've completely forgotten what New Death stands for.
No, we're new death. We're literally
New death.
new death, old death. There's lots of death. Don't worry. Grim doesn't speak. Grim doesn't speak. At least just talk about it.
I knew this was gonna happen, and I'm loving it.
I had a thought about this trial.
Yeah.
If no one ever has finished it, say we do complete it, what if that ends the trial and it goes away?
Well,
I
I
think
think
you're
we're
probably right.
badasses.
Yeah, I feel like that was maybe hinted at when I was told about this, that they thought maybe that would close the area.
Because isn't
Well,
that
the-
what happens with all the other delves? When someone
Or-
completes it, it's gone.
Or we could get another key.
So here is the question too: if the fractures are pieces of somebody, seems like usually I don't know, but then like, why would they just give so many away? What if they're fake fractures? And what if you only get the real fractures if you actually finish things?
Well,
That's
I
a
think
question.
I'm
they're
sure the
probably
people
not
have used them.
fake.
No, they might work, but they might not be like the real ones, you know?
So you mean weaker?
Yeah, they're like little baby ones that they're like, oh, we don't mind giving away this, like, where you like make a knockoff, you know, and it looks
Like a
like the real
watered
thing,
down
but it's not.
potion.
Right, but it's not as good.
Well,
But if it works, who cares?
Yeah, but they could work a lot better if it was the real one.
Then
I
you just drink
It's
two.
fracture with a K and not a C.
off brand.
Yeah, the off-brand fracture.
What, guys? A thought just occurred to me, and I'm sorry I'm breaking the immersion of this conversation. No, somebody else walks up. A thought just occurred to me. Now, what if potions, when they're
Alan.
made, are always like supreme potions?
And they're
But
just
they
watered
dilute
down.
it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get like 20 regulars out of this one.
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Logistically, it just makes sense.
Yeah. And well, okay, so I don't know if we're going to get to keep the fractures we bring back anyway. The summer soldiers might want whatever we bring back. I don't know.
We eat them before we go back.
We will be able to keep them if we finish it and no one else remembers that it exists.
Well, that's a theory. We can't rely on that happening though, because it probably won't.
I have all the fractures I need anyway. I'm all mushroomed out.
Yeah, I care more about doing a good job and getting ahead in this game somehow. You know, the more allies we have, the more we learn, and I know there's a lot
Do
going
we
on.
have any allies?
Not really. We have people who are using us as pawns, and there's a lot of them. But we have theory
Meanwhile,
and
a mile
the
below
school.
and far above the water, you hear Cleary go.
He's part of the party. He's not an ally.
I just brought him up. You know, I think we can trust Master Phoenix, and
I don't know. After we blew him up, you think we can trust him?
I think we can trust him. I don't know that he'll want to help.
right. Those are two different things. But it's not like we don't have any allies. And
Don't forget your Drizma.
Because that
He
guy
just
doesn't
likes
want
us
to eat
because
our
we
brains.
spent money with him.
He liked us before that. Now he really likes us.
I don't know how much to trust him, but I think we have to because he knows everything. So if we don't trust him, we're just going to be worrying about something we can't do anything about anyway.
I think it's the kind of guy like, he's useful, but then if he starts eating your brains, you're like, well, this was not unexpected.
You know, yes, Grim, you're exactly right. I think you always put things very bluntly, and I appreciate that.
He is an undead brain eater. That's what I mean. What do you expect?
Minnie will look at Seti also during this and she's like, we may also need to talk to some of those old acquaintances as well at some point.
Like the one that brought us here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lendo.
It has been a minute.
Actually, it's been like... Have we been back there since our 2-month time lapse?
I think
You talked to Wolfsbane since then.
did, yeah. Because they basically were like, okay, you need to find out what they're using our fracture for. Like,
And,
okay.
pretty sure Caliendo was the one who was with Cleary when they rescued you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that is true.
There's been a little bit of contact.
We ended up rescuing them, just saying.
Yeah. And then you did a job and all kinds of stuff. But you've been kind of hiatus. But yeah, you guys have spoken to them within the past.
Wait. If you see an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 weeks or more.
You haven't spoken to them since you started at Selindor Academy.
I'm not gonna start now.
Well,
The group took like a week to study and do the entrance exams and everything, right?
Yeah. I'll check in soon. There's just one more piece I need to put together.
We just wouldn't want them to be worrying about.
I don't think they are, honestly.
I'm not sure anyone really worries about us, but you know,
You know,
maybe.
with the kind of place this is, I think if people were worried, they would let us know in a not very pleasant way. Some kind of reminder or incentive.
A cat person running across the roof and delivering a message. Yeah, I mean that's memorable.
Okay, well. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
We'll
probably
say
done.
that you guys have that conversation. I was just like waiting for you guys to say what your next thing was. You spend the rest of the hour-long trip back up to the top, either having this conversation, continuing it, or thinking about the trial to come. And with that, we're going to take our break. So we'll be back here in about 5 minutes, guys, to find out what's next.
Break time.
Pretty exciting. All right. Hey, guys, we're back. Probably.
Kind of, maybe.
Maybe?
So, as you guys continue your ascent up high, now looking evenly with the tree itself and looking out over all of Selindor bent around in this sort of misty haze below you, you see at this level, there are, I guess technically this would be before you reach the top of the tree. See, at this level, there are floating islands throughout the region. You can see them in the distance, now seeing the buildings sort of shining in the sunlight. You guys hear her like going to town right now?
Yep.
She's just tearing things up.
Ornery.
She's wound. So as you guys begin moving, you hear, "Hold fast, labyrinth wind's coming up."
Boy, are they holding fast? Don't worry.
And so as you guys hear that, a few moments later, you see and sort of feel like air beginning to from all directions.
Grab one of the rigging ropes.
Uh-huh.
It just, and the next thing you know, there's just this gust of wind that just pulls the whole ship in with it, and you guys lurch forward. Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw. With advantage if you're holding on.
Yeah.
Bailey, could you roll for me?
Yeah.
Wait, I was supposed to do. Hold on, those
21.
weren't saving throws. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Oh, there you go. I was doing checks rather than saves. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anyway.
I wish I knew why this was so laggy.
What you gotta roll?
27 for me.
20.
Is Bropsy with advantage?
Uh-huh.
I think she's only rolled one so far.
Yeah, she got a 17.
That's fine.
Oh, that's with
Alright,
advantage?
17.
Oh, it just doesn't
No.
show it.
Orin just didn't do advantage because he was just sitting on the deck. But he got a 21.
So yeah, I got a 17.
All right, so you all grip onto the railing and hold fast onto it as this ship lurches into the air, and you can see the wind cutting cross sections into itself where you are. You can see it just moving and twisting. You can see clouds being ripped apart within these jet streams of air. You say, "And now you will get to find why I am worth the big bucks." And you watch as she pulls her rapiers out and she begins moving them around. You see a torrent of air begins building around the ship. She pulls the entire thing and the ship begins to settle and then rip and ride inside of these. Basically, what it feels like is you're on the waves within the sky. You begin soaring and looping through as you're ripped through a current. I don't want to make you guys roll anymore. So it just jukes left and right and begins pulling, the intensity of which you guys find your arms screaming, your muscles aching as you just jettison around. You lose vision of where you are. You feel yourselves heading towards mist for a moment, and then you see yourself hopping through the air and coming through the other side, surrounded by lava on all sides, and then twisting back through, and then seeing that you exactly where you were. Again, twisting and moving again and again and again, until eventually the entire ship begins to come to a still. Or you may make me a Constitution saving throw to see if you throw up or whatever.
I'm definitely going to do that.
22.
11.
21 for Orin.
So, Grim,
12 for Bropsy.
Grim, you Bropsy a little bit.
Oh, you're back. You rolled it.
And as you guys come to settle, you see that almost everybody on deck is just. And as you guys find yourselves in this space, clouds below you, you're not even sure where the tree is. Surrounding you in all directions is just twirling, moving clouds. And then the ship begins to move very slowly. And then she says, "Right then. I don't know which order you're dropping in, but you should find that out now."
Oh, we're dropping.
"Yes, dear. The way off is down.
Right.
Just say when.
Yep.
Be aware, those of you who do not know, the proper way to exit the dungeon, should you decide to, is to jump from the dungeon."
All right. Good to know. Thank you.
"Good luck. May you win many
With these other
spoils."
guys?
So
Will the
you
other
hear
guys go first? Like
that you hear the call out and say, "No haters are going first." And then you see an individual briskly walk past you guys with another one lumbering next to her, a big giant cylindrical backpack on her back. You see this individual in a long black trench coat, short, shaggy white hair, and sort of gray skin, puts on a wide brimmed hat and jumps over the edge.
Motherfucker. All right. We go now?
Yep. So as you guys make your jump, you're falling
sort
through
of
the
just
air.
like let go slowly.
No, Mitnir did the whole same thing as like day one off the cliff edge. Just he's off the edge, just like
Yep.
arms out, like wee.
So you guys don't let go.
No, we.
No, I let
We go.
go.
Okay.
I'm just like lowering myself as far as I can with my tentacles before just
As
kind
you
of like
guys watch the other ones land, disappear through the clouds, that begins like a little swirl around them. You see like little flashes of lightning down a little cloud tunnel, and then it rips back and closes. And then as you all jump down, it's almost like pink like cloud, and you hit. You expect and you're waiting for some sort of impact almost as you come into the clouds, and then the next thing you know, you're in a tunnel. And the tunnel begins spinning on all sides. You see light flashing around you, breaking in front of you, and you're sort of zipping through it, twisting around and falling. And yet, oddly comfortable in this weird psychedelic slide. The next thing you know, you are opening your eyes.
Oh, fuck. Everyone okay?
no, not at all.
Is this
That
fine?
was
I think it
terrible.
is fine.
I don't think anything's broken.
Ooh.
Yep, there we are.
Oh,
Well, this
okay.
is
So
lovely.
Well, we're all here at least.
You find yourselves sitting on a platform in the sky, made of earth and soft grass. As you come to consciousness, it feels like this grass is made out of cashmere and silk. It holds on to you. It's so relaxing. You feel like you could sleep here forever, but as you open your eyes, you remember you were in a place where people die. or not die. One way or another, it's not a place to be sleeping or lying around.
Yep, no long rest here. So Teddy gets up, looks around.
Yes, by the way, to help you, if you take a long rest, you are automatically ejected from the dungeon. And the grass is very accommodating to that fact.
Right.
Grass lifts you up and just pushes you off.
Do we see?
No.
Do we see any of the other people, the other group, or anything?
Nope, it's just you guys.
Yep. All right.
I wanted to go first.
But it looks like we have a couple of portals.
I assume that's what they look like.
One for each element, and then one in the center, perhaps. What is this thing in the center?
Maybe that's the fourth one that they don't know about.
So they're hovering in the center. There is a stone, just hovering above a lit little pool. It's what you see.
All right.
Well, do we just want to pick one and go?
I'm
Do
assuming.
we know?
Go ahead.
I was just ask what are the elements again for this?
Well, just looking at the portals here, I would assume maybe red would be fire.
Oh, hold up. One of those isn't there. What
The-
happened?
I say the water portal does not seem to be there. I'm assuming that the not grass colored green one at the bottom is air, and then the fire one. Yeah. There should be a water one right at the top.
Fire, earth, air, and water.
That's fine. Whichever one you guys want to start with.
Well, there's two ways we could do it when I see it. We could do the one we think's gonna be easy to guarantee we get one done. Or we could pick which one we think's going to kick our ass, so if we go and do it fresh.
Well, I vote we start with water because we bought fancy water breathing hats and we should get to use them.
Oh right, I have a fez.
There you go. Can you guys see a water one now?
Yeah,
The
top.
purpley one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's do water. Water will not be easy.
Well, that's my vote, but that doesn't mean that's the one we have to do if other people have better ideas.
No, I think Midnir right. If we do the hard one first when we're best rested.
It's definitely going to be the hardest one to fight in if we're underwater.
We don't know that we will be, but we came prepared.
Possible.
Could be like fighting in a bathtub.
What's a
Really
bathtub?
big one with no.
You know that big thing in Cleary's room that holds water?
Oh, that's not what he drinks out of?
Did you drink out of it?
No, I think he doesn't drink. He's crazy. Why you say these things?
You drank out of it. Idiot.
I mean, Grim usually likes the running water, from a stream.
It does. You turn the thing on and it runs.
You're like a cat. You just smack the tub so the water moves, and then you drink it.
So you know, cats do this because standing water could be poisonous. They could have bacteria. Cats know. They know.
I'll
Oh,
go through
water
whichever
one, then?
portal, though.
All right. Well, let's get this started.
Everyone, get your hat on.
Yep.
Yeah. Grim puts on his fez.
Mitnir,
Put on my
very
fishbowl.
entertained,
I
watches
think I had a
them put
bowler
on their
hat or
hats.
something, right? That's what I had.
I think didn't Seti have like a tricorn?
Pirate hat.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Going to the water one.
Move
I
your guys.
wish I had Cleary's drawing supplies.
This
Just
the
looking at
north
the four
one,
of
right?
Should we
Oh,
send? Should we?
we're on a lower layer.
I'm going under it. Ugh.
Should we send Mitnir first? Our big strong one, and just in case there are surprises.
I mean, we should just all go
Back to back to back.
immediately.
We all jump in together.
If this is a portal thingy, they usually don't last long.
All
You
right.
guys look and you see that there is a platform with arcane sigils on it.
Is it big enough for all of us?
You imagine that you could all stand on it together. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
You watch as the first person takes their step and puts their foot on it. You see a blue line starts to trace from one side of the sigil and begins glowing, and a small hum starts
Everybody
building.
hop on. Oh, here we go. Everybody get
As
up.
everybody starts squeezing on, you see that the hum intensifies, and the blue line keeps tracing the sigils along until eventually, finally, as it hits, there's a flash of blue light, and the next thing you know, who doesn't have water breathing right now?
We all do.
We all do, yeah.
Well, then you're going to do a hell of a lot better.
We got our little hats on.
We all bought a hat.
Yep.
Thank God we got the fish bowls.
Actually, I think Mitnir can already breathe underwater.
Yeah, I don't need a hat.
So we have an Orin, we have a Bropsy, we have no, not that one, a Grim, we have a Mitnir, and we have a Setimera.
Oh, hello.
And you guys can put yourselves wherever you'd like.
Like, oh, how do we talk? Can you hear me? Can you hear Grim talking in his bubble?
You just talk in the ring. It's like telepathic.
That's true. Yeah, Grim forgets about the rings.
I made these for situations like this.
You guys, as you find yourselves into this place, you are come out of the flash of light, and immediately water hits your eyes, burning salt water.
No, it
Those of
doesn't.
you
You
who
have.
have a bubble helmet. I guess most of you have a bubble helmet. As it
Yeah, we all have an
sinks,
air bubble around
that
our
sort of
head.
around, it sort of like flushes all
Stings a
around.
little bit.
Immediately
Kinda.
just chill hits your spine with an intensity that would almost put you in shock if you weren't kind of expecting it when you went in. As you look around, it is dark. It is ocean. You can only see what you can see right there. As you move, we can reveal more.
Does anybody have a light?
Not an underwater light.
Can always
That-
make a light.
I thought Orin could make things glow. Couldn't he do that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But it lasts an hour.
Don't want to ask Orin to touch my stick, but
so how far can we see around us? Like normally?
You guys are about
You know-
10 feet ahead of you.
You all have
Like, this is ocean water. How far do you think you could normally see when you look inside of an ocean? Like, it's kind of hard to see.
circlets with a built-in light. You just touch the gem.
yeah.
Turn
But
it
can we
on.
wear those and the water breathing helmets at the same time?
I don't know. Probably.
I mean, I know like practically my fez and that would fit at the same time, but I don't know if.
Yeah.
other
Is this
people-
video game rules where you can only have one headpiece?
Technically, that would be the rules of D&D, but I'm going to say, as long as you can make it work with your hat, you can wear it.
Yeah, my fez will fit over.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and whisper to it and make it light up.
Neat.
So it's a bright light and a 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Wait, I have an idea. I'll hold up my my seal, and be like, "Hey, seal, activate flashlight." No, I'm just kidding. Torch mode.
Okay.
So it's like bowler hat,
I can do that for an
circlet
additional
on
charge.
top.
These things are pretty powerful. I wonder if my fancy one could. I wonder if it has like a light function.
Anyways.
All right.
So you guys turn on lights, and you guys watch as your lights turn on. You guys using this function properly for the first time. You watch as different colors start shooting through, and this sort of like rave effect happens underwater as like blue lights and purple lights and
James
yellow
is
lights.
green, I think.
Yep.
I will say that will reveal a little bit more.
Bright for 20 feet and dim for another 20 feet. It says. But no, mine's worse, isn't it?
Well, and I feel
Mine's
like
the worst one.
underwater rules, you would maybe half that.
Right, but I'm just saying. Oh, I should get the breathe. I'm saying Grimm's was worse than the others. I think it was lower quality.
It's not that yours was lower, it's the other one's got a bonus effect.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Sorry, Grim
Same
is just
difference.
deciding to talk like Grim permanently. It's not fun.
No, you still got like a perfectly made one. It's just the other's got perfect
More.
plus a bit more.
So is this some kind of like rock structure kind of beneath us? Or like a chasm?
Hmm?
Are we like kind of above or maybe on like a rock structure?
Yes, but it's like underwater. It's sort of
Right.
like you find yourselves in tunnels. In all directions, you've kind of seen these rock faces all around you.
Okay.
So the lighter parts are like walls, basically, that we can't see through.
Uh,
Like the lighter things on the sides, those are like walls, basically, that we can't see through. Is what I'm
no,
asking.
they're just deeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're like we're standing on a bridge. So
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like this. The part we were in was like a tunnel. That's what it was.
No, all around you is well. I'll reveal the whole thing in a second, and it'll be
All
fine.
around me is
This-
familiar faces.
I will do my scouting a bit, like move slightly ahead of the group, checking traps.
Make a perception
Well,
check at
bullshit.
disadvantage.
Okay, well I get advantage, so that's a flat roll. Oh, that's not my best. That is a 13.
Does passive perception do anything?
Only when they're doing something that would provoke it, right?
Hmm.
Where's my encounter? Hello. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. What did you roll again, babe?
13.
13. Yeah. You see something shift in the water swiftly. Strangely, almost just looks like a ripple moving through.
Okay, I mean, they would be a boring dungeon if there was no thing.
I mean,
Oh,
big thing, small thing,
a point.
lunchtime.
Just be ready.
Activate Shillelagh.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to do?
I ready a blast. At the first sign of like some action.
You're just kind of like got a sword ready to swipe.
Like maybe falls like slightly back here. Advancing.
Okay. As you guys begin to move forward,
I'll just stick like right
Suddenly-
next to Eddie at this point.
from this side, and from this side,
Oh, okay. 2 of them.
yep. So, considering this aggressive action as we get to here, right? I mean, it's gonna basically.
Yeah, sure. As
whelm-
soon as she sees something coming towards her, that would.
I made a mistake. He decided to stand right between two people with reach. I think we're flanking him, Beelan.
Ooh, so one of my Eldritch Blasts is a natural 1, but the other one is an 18.
Okay.
Making a swing as he came flying in.
What was it? Roll again.
18.
I'm sorry. My thing is really disorganized. That is a hit.
Right, that is 7 points of force damage.
Wow, 7 whole points of force damage. Let's go.
Yep.
Also, as the one comes into with 10 feet of me, you have it make a its score, please. It's Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
The DC 16.
Which one is that? That came.
The one,
is it-
but the one between me and
Okay, gotcha.
and or
Constitution saving throw.
yeah, it needs a 16.
That's a failure.
Okay, it takes 4 necrotic.
4 necrotic. Okay.
My little
Now I
wet
need
little
everybody to roll
scrolls.
initiative.
Do I get to take a swing at him when he comes in?
Did you prefer an attack action?
I say
Yes.
hold it ready to take a swipe.
Yep.
To try and fix this later.
Smash him.
Oh no, that's a 1, so that's a miss.
Okay. That said, now we're rolling initiative. Please and thank you. Come here. I want the blue one.
Wow, guys.
Just I
That's
get
some initiative there.
Wow.
I keep forgetting to right click it and say roll with advantage.
Oh wow, mine is higher than Seti's.
Yeah, that was pretty bad for me.
The
This-
natural 1. It must have
This
been, right?
This lag is killing
4 and a
me.
3.
Oh wow, that was just that bad. Okay.
All right, so I got a 7 on my better roll.
I think the weather will be going first, unless Orin is.
I mean, effectively. What did you get? Anybody 25 to 20?
No.
20 to 15.
Oh, wait.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going first.
That's the highest we have.
I was gonna say this feels pretty appropriate
Okay,
though.
then
It's our
just
first time.
give me the order for the rest of you.
Grim is next, and then Seti,
And said it, yeah.
and then Mitnir, and then Propsy.
Okay, so we are going to get I need a strength saving throw from Seti and yeah,
Mitnir?
Mitnir. My brain's gonna get there, and also I gotta be fluid with the way that these guys move. No, he's gonna only get one of you. He's gonna try to get Orin.
I got a
So
7.
that's gonna
That's a strength save?
23.
that's a success.
Oh, 9.
Yeah. That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Seti.
Okay.
And you are grappled.
Okay.
Okay, God, that started their turns. All right, so then what'd you roll, Orin?
9.
9. So you are also
We've got lucky
Well,
rolls tonight.
you take 11, 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
15?
Yep. And then that's going to put us to Orin, your turn. The target is also considered restrained.
Okay.
Specifically means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And your movement speed is 0.
Well, for my action, I think I will use my Ring of Telekinesis and attempt to move the water creature on Seti and Mitnir.
I'm gonna open this whole thing up just to make it easier. Okay, Seti and Mitnir is gonna do what now?
using the ring of telekinesis to move the creature, so it has to do a strength check against my spellcasting ability.
Okay, it's gonna get advantage because of it being mostly amorphous within this water. It's gonna be very difficult to grab it. So I'm gonna give it
It's
advantage.
telekinesis spell. I'm not grabbing it. I'm just
Yes, that's the point though. It's very hard to grab something that's so unsubstantial. You know what I'm saying? Even with telekinesis, you're trying to grab water and move it in water.
okay.
So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
give it
that's fine.
advantage on its saving throw. Which is a good
Gotta
thing.
figure out my spellcasting thing.
That's a
What
24.
is it? Is it 8 plus
Oh, actually, no, it's
modifier
20.
plus proficiency? Is that what it is?
Yes.
It starts at 8, right? 8.
Yes.
So it's got to beat 15.
Yeah, so it beat 15.
Oh, yeah. With advantage, I would think so. All right. Well, it doesn't do anything then.
So as you begin to pull it, you sort of see as you pull part of it to the side and it just sort of separates into two pieces. But the second piece still grips around Mitnir and the other piece sort of grips around Seti and then sort of forms back together. It's just difficult to grab in the situation. That's going to put us at Grim.
Okay. Well, first thing first, the Grim will quaff a potion with his bonus action.
Okay.
And drink a potion of haste. Then
Okay.
Grim is going to cast freedom of movement on himself.
Okay.
And then Grim is gonna whack at the one that's got Seti that's closer.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Where's it go?
I will just say for my bonus action, I will key point patient defense.
Okay, absolutely.
It's a 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That absolutely hits.
Well, okay. Now how do I do the damage for it?
I'll be right back.
How do I do the damage for it? And it won't just let me do that? I guess I'll roll the damage separately. Huh? That's unfortunate. Oh, I rolled a 1 on my die roll. So six damage.
6 damage.
6
Okay.
bludgeoning damage. Magical bludgeoning damage.
Magical bludgeoning damage. That was the key word I wanted. Okay. Is that it, Grim? I would assume so.
Yeah, bonus action spell and yeah, regular action.
Okay.
Yeah. Is a haste, yeah.
Seti.
I will bonus action. Oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Sorry. Oh, should I? I'm just gonna bonus action Bardic Inspiration, Mitnir. Seti will the draconic call from his theme song, and the action will be first level Thunder Wave. So everybody within a 15-foot cube of me make a Constitution saving throw.
So show me the cube.
So that just gets Grim.
No, it's a 15-foot cube, right?
You
So
can
a
put it
cube
in any direction.
I can't see the
would
Grim.
mean that it. Yeah, so a cube would be more like.
It's a 15-foot cube originating from me, so.
So it'd be like this.
Okay.
It'd
Yeah.
be me and Grim, and the thing.
No, it
No,
wouldn't
not
hit
Grim.
because it's 7.5 from the center.
Right, yeah, it wasn't
So the-
15-foot
But
radius.
it doesn't have to be the center. The cube
Well,
happens.
I don't think I can do what I want to do without getting
So you
Mitnir,
could
so.
put it. You could put it here if you want.
No, it's off of Thunderwave comes from
Right.
her.
From
Right,
the
so
center.
He's in the middle, so it goes 3
She
squares
is. Yeah,
from
she's
her.
the source of the thunder.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Mitnir and the monster need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, absolutely. That is a con plus 7. That's a 20.
Wow. Okay, it succeeds.
And if the thing would tell me, 22.
You both succeed. So that's unfortunate.
Half damage?
Also would have been
Half
nice.
damage. So the damage
Do you even
was.
take damage?
They both take 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, well. Hey,
Oh,
it's
so they're not
nothing.
pushed back, but they take half damage.
I
Okay.
wanted the push effect.
You wanted to push it off of her.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, or maybe push Mitnir away or something. At least.
Something.
Yep.
Said we got
Could've
4
worked.
damage, so
Could've worked.
that's my turn.
Okay.
What
That's
is
gonna put
Thunderwave?
us-
Is that lightning damage?
thunder damage?
Under damage.
So okay. I don't know if it was the same as what Mitnir is.
No, he's
Oh.
lightning damage.
Yeah, I'm lightning, so I was like, it's different.
One's electricity, one is sonic, basically.
Okay.
That's gonna be Mitnir's turn.
I guess I will go ahead and pop a rage.
Ooh, get angry.
So you just see him like roar underwater, so there's just bubbles.
Yeah. So basically, what has happened so far to help you guys visualize this, in case you're too caught up on this, is water has sort of wrapped around and begun spinning you guys and keeping you in place, and bludgeoning you against each other and against the rocks. And then suddenly you felt for a minute you were about to be pulled apart by Orin, but it just didn't, to no effect. And then Seti just immediately slams her drum and a magic thunder wave just rips across you and you're spinning all over the place. But you're still caught up in this thing.
So with that, he makes a dex save. Dex. It's really buggy for me tonight. Yeah, dex DC of 16.
Dex DC of 16.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12 plus. That is a failure.
So that is 5 points of lightning damage
5 points of lightning damage. Okay.
on the one that's right next to us. Yeah.
That doesn't have consequences, does it?
You know what? I never knew how to handle that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But maybe because he's inside of it.
Because so like one creature of your choice in your aura takes lightning damage. So it's not like it's radiant.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It is taking it.
Like basically
Okay.
he's channeling electricity straight at it.
Oh, okay, so it's not like he's just like breathing lightning.
Yeah, it's not. Now, if I did my breath attack, I'd say like, yeah, she's
Okay.
there. Like,
I'll say that he could control it well enough to make it, you know.
This whole time I
Redirect
thought he
the
was
light.
just breathing, and then I was like worried
No,
that, oh my god, we're gonna
that's a
have to-
different.
Well, I was just thinking like, what happens when you use lightning underwater?
Right, that's what I want. Is he blast fishing us?
But no, I think it's fine. I mean, yeah, like basically it causes like a small, almost concussive explosion when that much heat from electricity from lightning hits the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely like like a burst happens whenever you do lightning underwater. Absolutely.
And then action. I guess I'm just gonna take my 2 swings at him. Just see what happens.
Okay.
This. All right, so the first one's gonna miss because I think that's a 11.
Yep. And your attacks do have disadvantage due to restrained.
I'm not restrained.
Oh,
I succeeded on that roll. I rolled like a 20.
I lied.
I'm like, I shouldn't be.
No, you're not
All right.
restrained. I lied. You're good.
Next one. Oh, it teased me for a second in the slow mo. 14.
14 just hits.
Yeah, 14. All right. I don't know why the website is being like.
It's really slow. I've seen like some late rolls pop up.
All right, so plus my rage is 2. So 9, 10, 11 points of flashing.
Magical slashing.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The other die didn't show up. It's 16 points.
Oh, that's different.
I do apologize. It's definitely hard when this thing's like. It feels like I'm on a dial-up modem right now with the dice rolls.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
all
it's
good.
I think it's their server because I'm seeing it too. Like it was really slow on my screen.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Brupsy.
Shillelagh?
Can you light up that shillelagh?
Mm-hmm.
Who you gonna go whack?
The one that's closer to me.
Okay, I'll move you. So you whack it. Make an attack
Mhm.
roll.
Oh,
Although technically, I
bum.
guess I'm supposed to give people like just disadvantage from swinging in water and then general. Isn't there something about underwater
Something
fighting
about that. Yeah.
with like disadvantage to your attack rolls?
There's a reason Grim cast freedom of movement.
Yeah,
Ah.
but I never know how to do that kind of stuff.
I
When it
think
comes
it's like
to
your
those.
movements like halved or
Your
something unless you
movements
have swimming.
unless you have swimming. Like yeah, right.
Oh, I also have freedom of movement.
You have freedom of movement.
Yeah.
You cast that
But
already?
do I want to cast that? Because that's only a 1 hour 4th
I
level
know.
spell.
But it is. I mean, it will. Yeah, it's. I figured if I was going to use it, it would have to be in this water one.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a 4th level spell. I'm just gonna try my shillelagh.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make the attack, but with disadvantage. You and your birdie arms are not used to swinging things
Are you?
underwater.
That's a 14.
That just hits.
Oh, nice. Okay. That is 9 damage because I accidentally rolled it already.
9 damage. Yeah, that's gonna hurt him for 9 points of damage.
Wow, who would have guessed that?
Wow. So Mitnir grabs a sword and begins hefting through the water. It seems to actually cut through it, and you hear kind of like a burbling sound underwater. And then Brobsy, with like a lit staff, just begins smacking this other one. That's going to bring us back to the top, and they're going to swirl. I believe that just something that they can do.
Just for
Start
the
of each,
water
yes.
thing. This one says, making a melee weapon attack, creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage. Like, on attack rolls, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or
Right.
trident.
Yep. So for everybody swinging underwater who doesn't have freedom of movement or swimming speed,
Is
you
supposed
got
to have disadvantage.
Yep. Okay, so that is to Orin, assuming that you are still in there. That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is this an
And-
attack or what is it?
This is an effect for you still being within it. It's whelm.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. And then that is the same to you, Seti, 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And then it is going to attack. Brapsy is going to get attacked.
I don't like being attacked.
That is natural 19, so 26 to hit. Definitely hits. Oh, that is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
And that one is 12 to hit, so that obviously misses, so you're fine on the second hit.
Oh, God.
The other one is taking a swing at Mitnir.
No,
It's a natural 17 for a 24.
that hits.
That is, not as bad. 13 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 6. And then that's not going to hit either. That's 12 again. So that's both of their turns. So they're going to kind of pretty much stay where they are. They're kind of just whelming you and just kind of swirling around where they are and striking out. You guys see like rocks being picked up by the water, just hurled at you and just bludgeoning into your body, just smashing and bruising you. Orin, it is your turn to. Oh wait, yeah, because of I know why you were asking, because of the patient defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an effect for being inside of Whelm. They can just batter you
Okay.
at the start of their turn.
So for my action this time, I'm going to telekinesis myself out of this thing.
Absolutely. Is there a strength roll against that? You know what?
Nope. That's only
You
if
make
I'm
your roll
fighting
in-
against it.
You make your roll against the escape DC.
There is
So-
no roll.
Well, it's
Well,
like if
Just
it would
use,
be
like
like
intelligence, like an intelligence skill check, and I'll give you proficiency.
right. It's
so
kind of
just-
like if we were pulling, like, because if we pull him out, right, that's a DC, but he can't pull himself out, right? Something like that.
No, he can do it with telekinesis. Absolutely, he can pull himself out of there with telekinesis. But I just need him.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like it, but it acts as like somebody
So
pulling him
just
out.
do your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus, plus a d20, and you just have to beat the established escape DC by the creature.
Because it's still trying to hold on.
So just roll a d20 and then it's gonna be shitty.
What's your bonus?
So you said intelligence plus proficiency,
Yep.
so it's +7.
So what would you roll? I can't see anything right now. So
I rolled a 5, so that's
12?
12.
Then you are still in there. You begin like pulling, and you try to focus, but you just begin twisting around so much inside of this thing that it just garbles your mind and makes it too difficult to pull while you're being buffeted around. Struggles. Was that a action to use the ring?
Just checking. Hang on. I guess so. Oh, wait. On subsequent rounds, you can use your... Yeah, it's still an action.
Okay. Pain in the ass. You want to bonus attack, or bonus action attack, or bonus action patient defense, or bonus action something else? You could use bonus action step of the wind to escape. Right?
Well, I thought
Isn't that
that
one of
would
the
have
things?
got me out.
Isn't that one of the things where step of the wind is like a disengage sort of thing?
Double my movement, yeah. If my movement's 0.
Oh, right. So I thought it did something else too. Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong.
Disengage is different from like breaking free, right?
Well, I thought there were different effects you could use with Step of the Wind. Like you could double your movement, or you could use it to take a disengage, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm crazy.
We don't have escape artist anymore, do we? Huh?
It takes the dash action as a bonus action
Okay.
with
so that's
Step of the Wind.
Okay. Never mind then. So yeah, you could still use your bonus action to attack, right? Or something else.
Nope.
No? Oh, only if you did your first actions to attack?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm sorry. Okay, well, then that's going to be Grim's turn.
Grim is going to whip around here because he's super fast. They get within 10 feet in advantage range. First things first, because I'm 10 feet away, which I can still technically cast, right? First things first, I'm going to cast Chill Touch on
You
his
cast Chill
ass.
Touch.
I'll freeze his ass. I'm sick of him. Does that figure? Water freeze him. Maybe that'll slow him down, make him less whatever. So, did that roll with advantage? It was supposed to roll with advantage. There we go. 21.
That 21 definitely hits.
21, and then it is 10 cold damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my other action. Is it an action? To pull him out, is that an action? An action.
Yes, that'd
Or
be
is
an
it
action.
okay. So I'm gonna reach my tentacles in and try and grab Orin. And try and get him out of there.
Okay, just make me a strength check.
Ready? That's this. Sorry, Oren.
Or sorry, is it athletics technically? Is what it would be. But yeah,
Is it athletics?
yeah,
Oh,
not just strength. It'd be athletics because you get your
well, okay.
proficiency if you have one.
No, I don't have
Telekinesis ain't
proficiency.
getting me out. You're not getting me out.
I mean, you never know. I tried. I figured I'd try and reach in there and grab you. But
What'd you
hey,
roll?
maybe he's. I rolled a 13.
That is 1 point too low to pull him
Yep.
out.
Yep.
DC is 14, guys. You
Yep.
just have to roll a 4. I don't care how you get out. You just have to roll a 14. That's it.
But anyway, I hit him with chill touch at least. That's something.
yes. So as you hit him with chill touch, you see part of it freezes.
So hopefully that'll
And
make him
begins to
easier to
slow.
hit.
It's almost like slushy. Begins to surround Orin and can't move properly. It begins to stutter within the water as it freezes. That's going to put us at Seti's turn.
All right, I'm going to do what I should have done last time and bonus action hex this motherfucker. I'm casting it at 3rd level so that it'll last for 8 hours. And I am naming Constitution as the saving throws he has disadvantage on.
Okay.
I like this.
Yeah, I just wasted the first turn of combat. So that is my bonus action. I can't cast Thunder Wave as my action because I cast Hex as my bonus action. So my action, I am going to cast Green Flame Blade and attack with my Dusk Shard.
Okay.
So I gotta read. Oh my god, where is it? It won't let me read anything. It's gonna be an extra. Wow, it doesn't say there. Okay, hang on. Let's roll the attack roll first and see if it even hits. Oh, probably not. That's an 11.
No, that does not hit.
Okay, never mind. I'm done.
Okay.
He's hexed.
He's hexed though. Mitnir.
Well, I'm gonna try and zap it. So another DC. What did I say? 16.
Well, no matter what it is, it's a failure.
Okay.
So.
Hit. Roll the leggy die, and then I'm gonna try and attack it again. So it's gonna take 5 lightning damage.
Okay. So roll a disadvantage still.
Oh, I roll at advance or just flat roll.
Oh, flat roll. Yeah, gotcha. Because you're.
I've got swim speed.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful. And don't forget you have a Bardic Inspiration. What you rolled to hit?
I don't know yet.
Is it really taking that long?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
got
my
a question mark.
Sometimes the mobile app is faster, but.
The mobile app is usually really fast.
Mm-hmm.
14. I don't remember if that hits.
That hits. That just hits.
Okay, I was like, I think that hits. So that's the first one.
Annie, please get down.
Damage will be.
Round the dice go. When they stop, nobody knows.
13.
13 points. Okay.
And then second attack. Like I can see the die like tick, tick, tick. That is much better at a 22. I think.
To hit?
Yes, 22. 22 to hit. Yeah.
Absolutely hits. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, hopefully next week I'll have whatever updated.
Do you want me to roll for you?
No, it's working. It's just like that one was better. That's another 13 points. Or no, that's way better. 18 points of damage.
Damn, that was almost max.
Yeah, it was one off max.
Okay, so as you begin cutting through it, it begins to like part, and little pieces of it you see just rejoin the water around it. That is Mitnir's turn. Bropsy.
Bropsy is going to use Frostbite, which I think is just a 15 con save.
The disadvantage on the other one, right? Not that it matters. That is a failure.
Nice. And then that becomes 2d6 damage, which is... Wow! 3.
Wait, 3 points of what?
That's 3 points of frost?
Cold,
Or, shit, I
cold
don't
damage?
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's real
Yeah.
low.
That is real low. I am disappointed. Okay.
Okay.
Won't do that again.
The water elementals are going to buffet those that are inside of them for, well, not that bad. 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then
Start
no
it.
one
The creature she hit with frostbite has disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh, yes,
this is,
that.
This is just the whelm thing.
I know, I'm
Like,
just
because-
stating.
Okay, yeah, okay. So those that are
Thanks for that.
inside get 11 points of damage, and then it's going to swing at Brupsy once.
You also have him
is
make a con save when you get the chance to.
failure. Con save also a failure. So he misses. And I only roll once for the second attack, right? Because it's just the first attack, or does he just get the disadvantage for the whole round?
Just the next attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
then
one.
I'm gonna roll this as a straight roll. I rolled it twice. So. What's your AC?
Me?
Mhm.
18.
It misses. So no damage done that round except for the 11 to Orin, and then the other one is going to attack Mitnir.
Or necrotic damage to him, by the way.
21.
That hits.
That hits, and then that's 10, 14, 7 points of bludgeoning damage after reduction, and then that's gonna miss as well. That's a 15 to hit.
Correct. That
Gagnor,
misses.
did you hear 4 necrotic damage on the Halo Spores to Orange Guy?
How much?
4, just 4 necrotic from the Halo Spores.
Okay. Okay, so the whirling continues and buffets everybody around. Orin, is your turn.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna telekinesis myself out again.
Okay, just
Well,
make
try
the same
to.
roll. It's +7. You've got a reasonably good
Yeah,
shot at
at
getting
least you
that.
have a +7. That's a 60,
It's a
65%
14
chance.
exactly.
Okay, you are out. You can move yourself up to 10 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, shit. Okay, move yourself up to 30 feet. I don't know how much telekinesis works.
It's 30
figured-
feet.
I figured water would make it half. But
No, it's magic. It doesn't have magic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
I
like
was
he's trying to
thinking
wade
physics.
through it, right? With the telekinesis, it's like literally just moving him, right?
Yeah.
It's already
Yeah.
defying physics.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I guess the water would move too. The whole thing would just. Okay, then that's gonna put us at Seti's turn.
Oh, and bonus action, drink
Still
a
isn't in
potion.
mine.
Drink a potion. Okay, awesome. Seti.
No, it's
Grim.
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 Yep.
Who looks just like Seti.
We're the same person.
Yeah.
It's the same picture. Okay, well, Grim is going to chill touch.
All right. As you reach out to do chill touch, you watch as Orin just zips
Whoa.
out, just like he's being shot out of this thing like a cannon.
I'm gonna chill touch this time. I'm chill touching the one that's Seti's still in the other one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna chill touch that one.
Okay. Con save?
Oh, it's a 14 to hit,
That hits. Everybody's rolling
and
just
so
the
he takes 13 cold damage.
13
The
cold
one
damage.
that's got Seti,
And he begins to freeze.
and then I will wallop the one that I've got advantage with what's her face. No, I know your name. I promise.
Prophecy.
With prophecy.
You're moving into melee. Oh
What?
no, you've got range. You've got range.
No, I have range. Yeah, I'm just smacking the guy that's between us.
Okay, make your attack roll.
25,
Absolutely.
and he goes, and it's a 12 shillelagh magic damage, magic whatever bludgeoning it is.
Nice. Okay. Seti, now it is your turn.
All right. Well, first things first. Cast Thunder Wave. There's a con save and he has disadvantage.
That's a 19 and a 15. Sorry.
I quit.
Where's
Just
you,
let Seti
Kev?
die. It's fine.
Make your damage rolls because he still takes half damage.
Yeah, he's gonna take
Somebody,
like 2 points of
somebody
damage.
use a.
So I
use
rolled a
reroll.
19, so I'm good.
I don't know what to tell you guys. It's
He
just
takes
roll.
3 points of thunder damage.
All
That
right,
will show him.
That was not nothing.
I am going to inspire with my bonus action. Grim.
Get inspired, baby.
Grim, get me the
Boys.
fuck out of here!
Get near. You got space. It's just very. Come on.
Dex DC of 16.
Big
To see if
failure.
he, yeah. So he's gonna take lightning damage, and then I'm gonna stick with it. I'm trying to kill it as fast.
How
as
much
I can.
damage?
5 points of damage for that,
Okay.
and then
Should have inspired me, Seti. I can telekinesis you out.
Oh, well. I just thought of the tentacle
Come
man.
Once the tentacle.
Yeah,
Alright,
you can
so-
see this sort of icy, slushy thing is like sort of stuttering in the water. You kind of just see like sort of like the shape of like sort of gel-like eyes in the water, sort of like wincing. It's looking rough considering that it just looks like water.
23 to hit plus
Absolutely.
damage.
Kick his ass.
That is 17 points of damage.
So as you are swinging, and Seti is just trying with all of her might to just burst of energy, lightning. You can see bubbles are going everywhere. Light shows is basically just happening underwater, especially with your guys' lights that are still doing multiple colors, like discos in all directions. Like if we had the effects going, we'd have to put a seizure warning on this episode. But in that last moment, as he takes the sword and cuts through, you watch as it slices straight through each of those gel-like eyes, and they dissipate. The creature is gone. Seti, you are free.
Then guess I will move over to here. Is that within range?
Yep, you should have, as long as it's within your swim speed. Yeah, and that's within range.
Yeah, got 30 feet, so
Yep. So
And then-
just 15.
yeah, I'll take the second swing at this guy. Oh, it teased me. 22 to hit.
22 does definitely hit.
I love it when you're disappointed by a 22.
It was. I was looking at the nat 20. It was like the die
Oh.
leaned up and then fell back. I was like,
Pretty close.
and that's going to be 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. That's pretty damn solid.
And that is my
Nice.
turn.
Okay, awesome. Bropsy.
Perhaps he's going to try a shillelagh again because I was disappointed by my icy thing.
Okay.
21
He
21
definitely
hits.
hits.
or 7.
All damage is damage. We don't discriminate here.
That's
Okay.
true. I'm only hitting it for little
Anything
bitty
else on
tits
your
at the
turn?
time anyway.
No, I
Okay.
tell it to stop being a bully.
It is going to whack you.
It's gonna continue to be a bully. Okay.
That is a fucking natural 4.
Wait.
And that is a natural 9 plus. That's 16 to hit.
No, my AC is 18.
Nice. So it just misses twice. Somehow
Cool.
Bropsy is tanking right now just because the thing is rolling like shit.
Druids, man. It's the druids. And
Alright,
apparently
Orin.
barbarians who just slash water elements.
Orin, your time for vengeance is now.
I can finally attack something. I'll just move right here, 10 feet.
Cool.
and shoot it with my radiant bolt.
Nice.
Oh, move dice. I think that's a 16.
That definitely hits.
It always lands right on the number rolled. 8 radiant damage,
Nice.
and then a 17 to hit
Hits.
for 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So that is Grim's turn.
Turn. Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna smack him twice with my shillelagh.
Okay.
And have I used my reaction to make him do the thing recently? I don't know. Well, that hits anyway, so we won't even worry about that. I guess it could have been a natural 20, right? Well, there's a natural 20. So, how do we critical? Oh, great.
You should
Boop.
just hit the damage button anyway.
So 29 total shillelagh damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough.
And then just for good measure, because I don't think he did one this turn, have him do another DC 16.
Dex?
No, con.
Con. Okay, he succeeds.
You bastard. Okay, well, that's Grim's turn.
Okay. Seti.
Don't worry, bro. So we're just gonna shillelagh him to death.
Eldritch Blast. The first one is gonna miss probably. That's a 13. The second one is a natural 1.
Yep, those both miss.
It said he's having flashbacks to swimming to shore, you know?
Mitnir.
Going DC 16 to zap him, Dex DC.
That's
Failure.
Seti's day.
He's gonna take 1 point of lightning damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zaps him and he just goes.
No, I'll just swing to hit.
Sure. This thing has like 5 HP.
I was waiting for that. How do you want to do this with the 1 lightning damage?
So that is, I can't math. 25.
25 points of
To
damage?
hit. No, to hit. So.
Oh, yeah, that hits. It doesn't matter. Your damage is enough.
Your strength modifiers on that.
So as you cut through it, it goes. This light show kind of starts to fade down for a second. You guys sort of find each other in all the bubbles, and then you hear. Oh!
Look around.
Somewhere underwater. I don't know. My voice cracked while I was doing it.
I'm gonna make a nature check. What the hell is that?
As
It's an
something
8.
comes moving swiftly through the water.
Grim has no idea what that is.
Oh, hello.
I just ready some more Eldritch Blasts.
And we'll go ahead and end our session there for today.
Does that count as having seen it? Can I polymorph into that?
Can
Man,
you
can I-
polymorph into a Kraken? No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, eventually, if you were ever high enough level, right?
So I had another animal that I could have made friends with. We didn't pin down what that was, but I did want it to be a water one. So
Well, you have just met a baby Kraken.
oh my god, it's a baby! I'll
It is
be
a
your mommy.
It is a baby Kraken.
All I see is calamari.
I see baby. I see child.
I see
I
thing
see
you have to
Mijita.
fight.
Yeah, it's gonna eat
Mijita?
us. So
It
No.
It will
We're gonna
eat
eat
you.
him.
It will
No, it
actually eat you.
No,
It
it
has a bite, and when it bites
No, it
you,
won't.
it automatically swallows you.
It's fine. It's
Can I
fine,
still
it's baby.
fight it from the inside?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Classic. Classic.
Just like Drax.
Yep.
I'm gonna take some notes for next time because
I was so like when you guys said that you were gonna go to the water one first, I was like,
This is
good
where we
luck,
die.
guys.
This is definitely the hardest one. I
I'm
think.
pissed. I spent 5 non-refundable abilities. 5 on that fucking water elemental fight.
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to get out. I was taking 15 damage a round. I was like,
Yeah.
2 rounds of this and I'm dead.
I probably could have pulled you out, but I also technically, I don't know, like, I guess I'd still keep rage, but I was like, I
All
think
you
I have a
guys
better chance of
needed
just
was the
killing it.
DC
Yeah.
14
Well,
to get out.
I can't pull
Apparently
myself
that's
out.
hard to get, man.
I
Took
mean, you
me
can break
3
the-
turns.
I mean,
Well,
technically,
you
right? You're
specifically because you
grappled.
tried to move him, like instead of trying to beat the DC like the first time, it was trying to move him, so he had an opposing strength check.
Yeah, because that's how telekinesis works on an enemy.
Yeah, and then you thought about doing it to friendly, and you just rolled too low the first time. That was just literally just all bad rolls. That's all it was, just bad luck, bad rolls.
Yes.
oh, Rotsy, it's a monstrosity, not a beast. We can't turn into it.
I'm disappointed.
Suck.
All right.
We got this. It's fine.
Well,
Thanks
so
for
we probably
playing,
can't turn
guys.
into titans anyway, right?
I'm taking the stream down. Hopefully, we'll be back next week to fight our baby Kraken.
Baby!
Let's hope it's not let's hope it's the only crack in there, right? Like,
Mom's around somewhere.
What if another one came in? It was like
you killed the baby kraken, then it's like, oh, there's the mommy kraken.
That's when we hide inside the baby Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah. We animate it like, oh, hey, Mom, everything's fine here.
Just play with some rocks, you know.
Who has major image? Whoever has major image before today? We fucking need that shit right now.
Not me. Oops. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your weekend.